How you doing, guys? I'm Sean. Welcome to Rambles with my camera. Guys, today's video, it's another viewer's question. This is coming from Mustafa. Mustafa, thank you very much, my brother. And Mustafa's asked a question there that he said that he's working 6 days a week. What a hard-working guy that he is. 6 days a week. He only gets off one day, and it's a Saturday. And he's so passionate about photography, and he enjoys landscape and portraits, nearly any type of photography. But his real passion is street photography, and he gets so excited on the Friday night and all week, in fact, but come the Friday night, that he's getting up on Saturday morning and he's going to be going down and taking some street photography down to town. But when he gets down there, that he's finding that, everything is sort of the same. He's starting to get, photographer's block, so to speak, that he's not been able to see photographs, and he's going back empty-handed. And basically he was asking me, what would I do, what would I recommend for him to get out of this mindset? Well, thanks again for the question, and I really appreciate you asking this. Now, I would never dream of trying to walk in somebody else's shoes, because I know everybody's circumstances are different. But something has jumped straight out at me when you told me you're working 6 days a week. Well, I've been there myself in the past, okay? So I'm completely with you, and I know that we actually, everybody's circumstances is different, and we do what we do to get through this section of road. Now, I don't know if you're working for someone, or you're working for yourself, or you're working for a family business, you're self-employed or whatever, or you're making ends meet and you're working, work. But that's the first thing that's jumping out at me, that I would say that you're going to need to do your best to change. You're going to need more time, because although we can work 6 days a week, I can assure you that I think the body, I think the human body, we're not machines. We need to have at least 2 days off, and that's the first thing I would say. I tell you, if you can, try to get more time off, because what you're doing, Mustafa, you're trying to get everything in your whole life crammed into that Saturday. And it's not just about the photography, it's actually about the rest of the stuff that you have to do. Sure, your family, man, you may have friends and socialising and different things like that, but you're trying to get it all done in one day. And when you're trying to rush things, probably like people studying for exams and things like that, when you're trying to rush or you're under pressure to get something done, you can't enjoy it. And if this is constant, this is every single Saturday, you've only got a Saturday to get everything done, I would say that there is where the first port of call, I would say, for you to be looking at. And as I say, I don't know your circumstances, but if you can get time off, get more days off, I would, because life is genuinely too short. And as I say, I come from a background that I've done that myself. Work 60 hours, 80 hours a week, work 6 days, work to 7 days a week as well. But it was short term, and if it's long term that you're working 6 days a week and only getting that Saturday off, I would be making steps, if I was you, to get more time off. Now, let's say for toxic you can't get the time off for whatever reason. The rest of the week, I would definitely be saying, before you go to work, after you come back from work, even during work, you're going to have to spend some sort of time on yourself. And if photography is your passion, then make sure you incorporate that into your day. And let's say for toxic that you're in work, I don't know what your job is, but do something photography related in it. And your employer, if you're working for somebody, they may be paying you money to be in that job, but they don't own your mind. And if you can, fantasize about photographs, or read the magazines during lunch break or tea break, check out on your phone. It's going to, rather than cramming everything in one day, you're still getting that enjoyment midweek, and start planning different things. After work, watch YouTube videos, other photographers, read books, constantly strive to be, saying yourself, working on projects. That's another thing you could do, and I mentioned that in the comment. But do something midweek on photography related. Don't just try to get everything done in one day, because you're not going to do it. You're putting too much pressure. You're actually really trying to get every single thing done in your social life into one day, and that's where the pressure's coming from. You're feeling you have to get the shot. You don't do anything we have to do in life is really die. Everything else is negotiable, even working 6 days a week. Everybody's circumstances is different, but if you can't change that, I would be saying, tell you to, make plans, make goals, aspire to change that, because life is genuinely too short. Next thing I would say, and I touched on this in the video, you can check out the links up above. when I was asked, you know, what do I do when I'm out taking street photographs, what's my plan of attack, what I focus on when I'm out and about, and I go into more details there, and I touch on this here, but I'm about to say, tell you, when you're having a block, a photography block, and as I say, tell you, I generally feel yours is, the first and foremost is you haven't got much time, you're trying to get everything done, only got Saturday, and then I'm back to work on Sunday, and that's you all week. That's where the main problem is. So, as I say, tell you, research stuff during the week, but on the Saturday, what I would say is, even now, if you're watching this, after you finish watching this, get yourself several, 3, 4, 5, 6 different long-term projects that you can work on. Not cramming it all in the Saturday, but just pick 6 topics, 7 topics, 8, 10 topics if you want to. It could be turned around, like Eric Kim has a project currently going on there. He's taking photographs of people in suits. It's a long-term goal, long-term project. But no matter where he is, if he happens to see somebody in a suit, he'll stop what he's doing and he'll take that shot. And there's another photograph for the long-term project. Do something like that. Where you're living, go down into your area, your community. Photograph the old shops. You know, they may be closing up, they may be actually still in existence. But get yourself a project that you're going to be documenting, a long-term thing. You're going to document the community that you're living in. Shopkeepers, pick shopkeepers. Go down and say to yourself, long-term project is, I'm going to photograph every shopkeeper, owner in this area or a certain section of the area. You could turn down and say, I'm going to be photographing cars, different types of cars. I'm going to be photographing different hubcaps, the wheel trims of cars. This may not interest you. I'm only just throwing these out to you so that you sit and think and say, well, you know what, this is workable, I can do it. Now, once you get yourself a list of say 5, 6, maybe 7 different long-term projects, long-term topics, when you're out and about taking street photography or on that Saturday you're off, don't just go specifically looking for them. They'll all be in your mind, you see. You're going to know what your goals are, what your targets are for the year, what your long-term project is. So you're walking down the street and let's say for talk's sake it's automobiles, different types of automobiles, and there's one coming up, say let's say 1950s style, 1960s, 1970s style. There's one there. Take that photograph. Carry on with what you're doing. Architecture. You'll see the shop front of the building. Take that photograph. Carry on. Guys in suits. Guy coming towards you in a suit or a girl wearing a suit. Taking a photograph. Old couples together. Take the photographs. And what will happen is that you'll be no longer just scanning about looking for a photograph, trying to get everything done in that one day. And all these ideas that you've got will start to help you see photographs. And instead of just trying to get everything done, as I say, on that Saturday, because man, you're trying to do too much. And when you're under pressure and it's not happening, I really don't think, you know, any of us would be able to take photographs under them conditions. And then you start beating yourself up, and then next you'll see us next Friday night, you're not looking forward to going down to town on the Saturday because it's the same old. So incorporate probably 5, 6, 7 different things that you could be photographing when you're out and about. Don't stick to one thing, man. Just go down and have fun. But I would honestly tell you that we all need time for ourselves. We are not machines. We're not robots. We need to spend time out in nature. That's another topic. Certainly you could do is to get yourself into nature, away from the 6 days working. Spend some time. I love coming out in the garden and just sitting and chilling under the tree, meditating, relaxing. And whenever I'm under pressure for anything, I get out into nature, and I would probably sit with a wee notepad and pen or a pencil and just put myself in a zone and just let things go past me, let them come through me and out, and it'll take the pressure off. But you definitely need to relax. You need to spend more time on yourself. And it's not just you, Mustafa, it's a lot of people, and we've all done it. It could be, you could be in a relationship. If you're watching this, other people other than Mustafa, if you're watching this, you could be a wife, a husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, mother, father, and you're spending all your time, you know, on family issues, and you're spending all your time to your partner, or you're spending all your time like Mustafa in a job or looking for a job. Unless you're spending time on yourself, which is very, very important, and we don't do it enough. But unless we're spending some quality time on ourselves, we're going to start to resent that which we're giving our time to. and it creates a negative vibration. So Mustafa and anybody watching this is what I would say to you to do. Can you spend more time, strive to get a day off work, an extra day off work, or at least set yourself some sort of target when this is going to happen. During the week, the person you're working for, it may even be for yourself, take time off. If it's yourself, take time off, or try to get the employer to give you more time off. If you can't do that, then take your mind off. Get yourself maybe, download some MP3s, audio recordings of people talking about photography, put them on. B&H have got a lot of good seminars on there. Download the audio, put them onto the iPod and sit and listen to that. At night time, absorb photography, get yourself a goal, get yourself a plan of attack of what you're going to be photographing. But the one day off, you're trying to do too much, man. And I would be setting myself wee targets and goals, and even take a Saturday off taking photographs. Take a break from it. Do something else. Completely leave the camera. Hold on, I want to think about this before I advise you to do it. I was going to say leave the camera at home. No, don't ever leave your camera at home. But take it with you. But don't be worried about taking a photograph. Go and do something different. Go down to the library, go down to the cinema, go down somewhere else. Take a break from this mindset that you've got. So there you go, guys. Mustafa, I hope that's answered your question, guys. I hope you've got something out of it. Please leave questions down below if you want me to answer some of these questions, because I am, as I said before in another video, although I'm sending people emails and things like that answering questions, it really does take up so much time. It's far easier for me to shoot this here, put it up, and not just the person who's asking the questions hopefully will get an answer, get the benefit from it, but over the other people who's looking for it. So if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'm going to be doing more of these videos, guys. Listen, send you love from Ireland. Mustafa, keep strong, brother. Life too short, as I say. 6 days a week, it's admirable. I commend you for doing it, but we're not machines, we're not robots. Take more time off. Take the foot off the pedal and relax a wee bit. Get out into nature and get yourself focused, guys. Send you love from Ireland, and thanks again for watching.